Yo, and welcome to Cheap Beer Reviews. This time around we have something from my neck of the wood. The Tuborg, the, well, say original working class hero beer from Denmark, the working man's thing. This is the Tower Bridge on the back of it. And since my visits to Denmark has been few for the last little while, I do not know if this is actually a Danish beer, but it's 100% malt Tuborg Gold. I don't know, I get feelings of a mixture of a fine festival and a golden lady, but I'm not sure. This as well, ladies and gentlemen, is a posh beer with Eastern European writing on top saying Timisk Kabak. Timisk Kabak? Timisk Kabak. Something like that. Anyway, this is not what it's all about. Inside here is what it's all about. And as you can see, they've gone over the top with it. This is 100% malt all around. So I will shamelessly pour this one into a Kronenbourg glass. Not even. This is not a Kronenbourg glass. This is a Kronenbourg glass. This is actually a Guinness glass, I think. Yes, I will shamelessly pour it into this. And it pours well, got a very light colour to it. It has a very pilsy smell, and it looks like it's fairly carbonated, which I'm not a fan of. I do love my bottled Tuborgs though, like a just normal green Tuborg in a bottle, and then just sat there in the workshop and having that, admiring your questionable bike builds and shit. It's lovely. So I don't know if we got the Tower Bridge, we got the 100% malt showing in front there. Alright, so first off, this is just say a little bit darker than a normal Tuborg lager. It's about the color of a, I'll say a golden lady. Oh, it does have hints of the Golden Lady, but also of other Tuborg beers. Even a little bit of the Thor Classic, which I will bring back from Denmark next time. I'll bring all them little local or not so local, like European-wise unknown beers, and then I will drink them. Not shamelessly out of a Guinness glass as I am now with this one, but it sounds good. It sounds good. It's 500 milliliters and 5%, so that could have been a normal Golden Lady. So back home in Denmark, we used to call the Golden Ladies ignition coils, because they came in the short bottles and they were golden on the outside. And I think it was Lucas who made ignition coils for the old British bikes. That was golden as well. So we used to call them ignition coils. I spoke to my dad about it. Even they used to do it, because they were that generation, couple of generations older, where the British bikes were the thing back when a Commando was a fucking super bike and not just a vintage classic bike now with some obscure hipster riding it and like, well, look at me, I got a Commando, but I have all intentions of riding as hard as fucking possible. Anyway, this is about beer. It flows nice. I could have done with a tiny little bit less of the carbon in it. It is a bit bubbly, stingy on the tongue, but you'll get that sometimes. I have had this in the fridge, because that's normally where the Tuborgs live for some reason. It's not like the you got the, what do you have other Danish beers that lives in the ground, like seriously, like the Slot Classic, and the, what's that called, the Giraffes, and the Polar Bear, I think it is, Bear Brew. They live in the ground, where you literally, if you're not living in a flat, you go out in your garden and you dig a hole where your beers live in, and then you go and fit your beer out of that hole. It's magnificent. I think I've talked about it before, because everybody kind of figures out how deep they want their beers, because as the deeper you go, the colder it gets, but also the more muddy it gets. So it's like it's a fucking science, mate. I've dug hundreds of holes for beers, and it doesn't really do well over in the UK, because it's always fucking raining and your beers will drown. And my back garden thing is paved. It's very enjoyable. I got this one actually when I went into town to drop off the wretched fucking Trident. The place where I first bought it, I've given up on them, because they've just been dickheads, basically. So I brought it to I get all my services done at one place and all the warranty shit at another place, and I went to the warranty place. Basically the headstock bearings are really stiff now, and it makes horrible crunchy noise each time you turn the steering wheel, brake, accelerate, do anything with the handlebars. It just crunches badly. So headstock bearings fucked. But yeah, on the way back from there, I had to do the train thing, and I saw this little shop, and I went in, basically not actually not for beer, but they had this one in there, and I was like, I'm going to try that. I think it was like £2.15 or something. So it's not a bad price really for what it is. It's a fucking Tuborg, isn't it? It's the beer of my country. But what are we doing? What are we doing with this? It's a Danish beer. That's already a point on it there, and it's 5%er, so that's 6. And then that I had to take the bus home, but the trains and buses home does get a little bit off it, so we're down to 5.5. But then again, because I'm gonna get the bike repaired with new headstock bearings on the warranty, we'll then back up. So I'll give it 6.762. Yes, because it's an obscure number and I just thought it off. It's made up, isn't it, really? But no, that's the value of this in beer points, which I think is fair. It's good. I don't know if you stumble upon it. I really doubt it. But if you do, I would buy it, and I would try it, because it's really not bad. It's a nice beer. It's a beer you could imagine yourself sat in a workshop, heated with a wood burner, surrounded by bikes, just drinking beer on cheap garden chairs and talking shit about bikes and bike rides, and that's what this beer is made for. That is it. My truest belief that's the intention. It's a garage bullshit talking beer. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Have a nice one, and catch you all later. Ta-ta!